Hi there, I'm Jennifer Kirk. It's been a while since we recorded a video that wasn't trains going by or showing you how to build model railway stuff. And I had a delivery today whilst I was out at work of a whole load of brand new stuff. Couldn't resist it. Had quite a good Christmas and New Year, so spent a little bit of extra money on a few bargains that are to be had. And we thought that we'd have a little bit of an opening session, so what say we dive straight on in. So let's see what we've got here. Oh wow. Basically, money well spent. We have king size bubble wrap, so I'm very happy. But we'll get back to that. Oh, and there's the receipt, the evil bit that we don't really want to look at too much at the moment because it reminds us what we spent. Well, there's a huge, great big football of bubble wrap here, so hours of fun. Oh, yes. But we're not here for the bubble wrap, so let's see what we've actually got in here. Oh, it's well wrapped up. Right. Well, that's interesting. Yeah. I wasn't expecting this one to come in this style of box, but this is a Bachmann. I've got it the right way up. Yes, I have. A Bachmann Jubilee class locomotive. I think we'll open this one first, shall we? So just put that there for one moment whilst we put this box down on the floor. And here we are. It's the new style Bachmann packaging, so it's a little bit bulkier than the older style that we've all been used to for many, many years. The outer slipcase slides right off there, and what we're left with is the inner packaging. Now, it used to be a lot of polystyrene, and polystyrene's bad for the world, bad for you if you burn it, because it gives us some noxious, horrible stuff. So what we've got now is we've got cardboard exterior, and the interior is, if we can get some of this paperwork, is all plastic like this. We slide the train out, and we can see already that we've got all the goodies, all the bits of detail there that in a little bag that we can add ourselves. So now some of this detail is quite fiddly and will prevent the locomotive from really being run on model railway radius track. You'd need a very large layout with more prototypical curve radius. So not all of this is going to get fitted. And we've also got, actually, there's also in there some etched nameplates for the train, for the locomotive. So if you don't like the printed ones that it comes with, you can add your own etched metal ones, which is quite nice. Now be careful here not to drop anything. So we unclip that, fold it open, and here is the Jubilee class locomotive Hong Kong. Just slide that out, and the smoke box has fallen out. It is here in the packaging. It's very fiddly to hold all of this on your lap. But the actual smoke box there, which is for whatever reason has come out in transit, it does actually give me the opportunity to show that it does open. Although I always think that's a bit of a gimmick, because it opens to basically reveal that it's a model. So we're going to make sure we get that the right way up. There is actually a fixing lug at the top, and you can see it has been glued, but the glue's not really taken. So we'll just slide that in. Try and get that, feel it click into place. I'll probably use a little bit of something like Bostik at a later date, just to make sure that we don't end up losing that. There we are, we can see it in all its glory now. Quite delicate. That's a 460 locomotive. We can see underneath where some of the detail pieces will go in to give representation of all the brake rigging. Let's see, let's just separate these. There we go. So the tender and the locomotive go separately. So let's put this to one side and see what else is in the box of goodies. Another locomotive. This is a Class 42 warship locomotive in BR blue with the yellow ends, and this is more the period that I actually tend to model. The Jubilee class locomotive just sort of reached out and touched my oh shiny button, but this is class of locomotive. I've actually wanted one for an awfully long time, just never quite got round to getting one. But this was on offer. It is actually DCC fitted. That means it's got the chip in for digital command control. It's a bit like controlling your model railway from your computer, or you can do it from your iPad or iPhone, something like that. We're not actually going to use that because I've not got the control equipment, but it should run on the DC layout absolutely fine without needing any attention. But it has that chip in, so we can use it elsewhere. On a layout that has been DCC enabled. So again, we've got the cardboard outer and the plastic inner of the newer style Bachmann packaging. Again, we're seeing that there are actually a few little detail bits. I can see one down in there, which is the disc off one of the wheels. So a little bit of an issue in transit with both of these, maybe just being knocked about, but you can see that the packaging has protected them from any significant damage. So we'll just have to be careful now when we open this up, because the disc from the wheel is loose in here somewhere. So again, we've got a little bag of detailing bits there. We've got some, I think they're buffer beam valances, couplings. And there's also the DCC blanking plate. That's if you wanted to take the DCC chip out, you can put the blanking plate in, and then the locomotive becomes a DC only locomotive. So we'll just put that to one side so we don't lose it. And we're going to carefully now open the packaging, just as we did with the last one, making sure you've got a firm grip on the locomotive, because it's very easy to drop it at this stage and we really don't want to do that. So open that over. It's got quite a bit of spring to it. And we'll just lift out the locomotive. Now, before we go too far, let's retrieve that piece of detailing. It's actually one of the discs off the wheels. We can see exactly where it's come from. All the others are intact. So like we did with the smoke box door on the Jubilee, we're going to see if we can just push that back in. If it keeps coming out, we can always use a dab of glue later on. But there we are. There's my warship class locomotive, class 42, D827 Kelly. Not sure what Kelly or who Kelly was. I suspect with these it would have been possibly there was a HMS Kelly at some point. These locomotives, the original ones, date from, I think it was the 1960s, early 1960s, so they're representative of the Royal Naval Fleet of that particular period. I'll have to look into that really to know what exactly this locomotive was named after. It's a lovely model. It's one of the older models in the Bachmann range. They inherited it from mainline Palitoy, and it has been updated over the years. So despite its vintage, the locomotive does compare extremely well with modern, newer locomotives from various manufacturers. Again, too cold in the shed to run it, so we're going to have to wait for another day. A bit of rolling stock, 16-ton mineral wagon, a Bachmann one. I've been collecting these since Bachmann first started releasing the Blue Ribbon range of 16-ton mineral wagons and other wagons. And I've kind of made it my mission with this one type of wagon to buy one of every single one that Bachmann have released. I see no point in buying lots and lots of exactly the same wagons, so I just wait until they do another production run with another different running number and buy one of those. I think at last count, I don't have every single one, but I've got a good 50 or so, which is quite extensive. But this one tickled my fancy, so we've bought that whilst we had the opportunity. This is, and again, another Bachmann wagon. I'll just get rid of that. And it's, well, the packaging inside is obscuring some of it, but it's one of the new pillbox, Southern Railway pillbox guards vans. I have a particular soft spot for these because they're very reminiscent of a Hornby 00 wagon that I had when I was a child, which was tin plate, made out of the same stuff as baked bean tins. It was quite a rare wagon actually, and I had 2 of them, and I really did quite like them. I'm not sure whether I liked them because they looked nice or because I was one of those materialistic people who liked the fact that they had something that was a bit difficult to get. But I already had one of these from Bachmann in the departmental olive green livery, which fits the period that I model, but soft spot for the Southern Railway livery. So we got that, and I wanted some blood and custard coaches. These go with some of the steam locomotives that I've been collecting over the recent few months. So whilst they were on offer, I thought I'd get myself a couple of Maunsell ones, and basically these go with the 2 Hawksworth coaches that I've got in the same livery from Hornby. They are actually very nice models. A lot of Hornby rolling stock and locomotives are a little bit past their prime, quite toy-like, but these are really the Rolls-Royce of the model railway world, in my opinion. You pay the premium for it, but they are very good models. So we got 2 of those. They're the same type of coach. They're I think they're composite, first class corridor coaches. They're both the same type, but different running numbers. So I took the opportunity of getting those. The box doesn't really give much away, but I slide this out, and actually this is a very fancy box. Again, this was in the sale, but that wasn't the only reason to go for this. In fact, actually, I didn't even know that it was limited edition, but there's the, looks like a credit card, or an old-fashioned phone card. That's quite nice. So I can't throw this packaging away. I'm not like James May, I tend to keep packaging. But just pull this out here, and we have the GMPTE orange livery that I remember from my childhood. This is a bus from, it's... The reason I got this is because the destination blinds on the front reads Bolton. And obviously, as you already know from previous videos, my little layout in this shed is Bolton Trinity Road, a homage to the real Bolton Trinity Street. So what better than having a 00 scale bus that's for the right livery, right period. This is an N suffix reg, which places it sometime in, I'd have to work it out, but sometime I'd say mid to late 1970s. I'm probably a few years out on that, but I'm pretty close. But that's going to sit on the main road just outside the main station building. I'll put that back in there for now. It's actually quite a good weight to that. It feels really weighty. There might be some time here. You just talk amongst yourselves, just do whatever it is you do. This is me, Jenny Kirk, saying bye for now. And if you like this little video, don't forget to like it. If you think there's somebody else who might appreciate it, you share it. And if you want to look back through all of my previous videos, they're all there to see. There's nothing stopping you. So go on back through, watch a little bit of model railway train action, or how-to guides, or I think there's a few other unwrapping videos if you're into that sort of thing. But until next time, this is me, Jennifer Kirk, manically popping bubble wrap and saying you take good care of yourself. Bye for now.